Hello everyone, I'm Shuchi. This is a video on basic data visualization. I'm going to use Python to visualize some simple graphs, and for that I'm working on Jupyter Notebooks on my browser. So let's start. First of all, we'll need to import three libraries related to visualization, and they are NumPy, NetworkX, and matplotlib.pyplot. Now we can create graphs, the command for which is nx.graph. Let's name the graph G. So when we write G equals to nx.graph, a new graph has been created, but it does not have any nodes or edges. To add a node, we will write g.add_node with the label of the node inside the parenthesis. Say 1. So we have one node in the graph. Let's add a couple more using the same command. If we want to know how many nodes are present in a graph, we can use the command g.nodes. This will give us a node view which tells us how many nodes are there and how they are labeled. Now we can create edges. For that the command is g.add_edge, and in the parenthesis we have to specify the nodes between which we want an edge. So let's say we want an edge between the nodes 1 and 2 and another between 2 and 3. Similar to the node view, we also get an edge view using g.edges. The output tells us which nodes have an edge between them. We can see here that there are two edges, first one connecting the node 1 and 2 and the second connecting 2 and 3. After adding nodes and edges, we can plot or visualize the graph. We will write nx.draw and in the parenthesis the name of the graph we want to plot. Our graph G has been plotted out. We can see it has 3 nodes and 2 edges, but right now we can't tell which node is which. To clear that up, we can use a variation of the previous command. We'll just have to add with_label is equals to 1, and it will give us a well labeled graph. So now we can identify the nodes. Another interesting variation of the same command allows us to change the color of nodes. To do that, add in node_color and the initial of the color you want in single quotes. For example, red. And this gives you the same graph with red nodes. We can also add a new node in the graph using the command for adding edges. Let's create an edge between the existing node 2 and a new node 4 and check the result. As we can see, a fourth node has been added to the graph. Similarly, we can make an entire graph using just this command. Let's name it edge. Now, I'm going to add 3 edges, one between node 1 and 2, one between 2 and 3, and the last between 1 and 3. As expected, it gives us a graph with 3 nodes and 3 edges. Creating a graph and adding all the nodes and edges one by one is both tiresome and time consuming. Instead, we can use some inbuilt functions. The first one is nx.path_graph with the required number of nodes in the parenthesis. The graph P it generates is a path graph with 4 nodes and 3 edges, and the nodes are labeled from 0 to 3. The next function lets us create a cycle graph. We'll write the name of the graph, say C is equals to nx.cycle underscore graph, and the number of nodes, say 6. This results in a cycle graph with 6 edges and 6 nodes labeled from 0 to 5. And the last function is for creating a complete graph. Let's name this graph Q. So the command would be Q is equals to nx.complete underscore graph with the desired number of nodes in the parenthesis. This gives us the complete graph Q with 8 nodes and 28 edges. And voila! We have successfully visualized some basic graphs. Thanks for watching.